Going to deal with the third section of mathematics. Third section, no, the most important section and the most challenging section in the SSC question paper. The third section. How much mark for each question in third section? How many marks for each question in the third section? Huh? 6 marks. 6 fours are 24. It's having a lot of weightage. Okay, like that. Maybe it is a challenging section, but a person who wants to get the 10 points, who are having that desire to get 10 points, they have to have equal interest in all the sections. They have to have genuine performance in all the three sections. Understood? So for attacking any section, for attacking mathematics, what is the primary requirement? You have to know the related formula and sit in front of me. Without knowing the formulas, you want to do directly the problems. It is infinitely impossible. It is infinitely impossible. What is infinitely impossible? Trying to do the problems without knowing the formulas. Trying to do problems without the related formulas. Related ante, if we are dealing with statistics, if the problem is in front of you, the problem is related to statistics. Then what formulas should you know? You should know. You should know the formulas of mean, median, mode of ungrouped data as well as grouped data. You have to know all the formulas, related formulas. And when they tell you to draw the graph, the ogive curve, you have to know how to draw the ogive curve. Generally, what we derive from the ogive curve? Median. Median is derived from the ogive curve. So, it's a very important question, the ogive curve, which I think so I taught you. I think, no, all are not having mouths, huh? I think I already taught you that ogive curve. Half dead voice. आदमी आज जिंदा नहीं है, आधा मृतक है. क्यों बोलते मैथ्स है इधर? It is maths because of that maths all are in tensed mood. Everyone are tensed. So voice is not coming. When you sit before a mathematical teacher, you have to have self-confidence. Understood? What is that? Self-confidence that I am going to do it. And more important than that, you have to have confidence on the teacher who is standing in front of you. You have to have a very great confidence in him. Unless you have these two things, you will never get maths. You have to confide in the teacher. You have to believe him. You have to believe him utmostly. Then only you will get that coveted subject. That is mathematics. Most of the girls don't take mathematics. Why? Means they are scared. They are scared of mathematics. And I tell them that mathematics is a most wonderful, most beautiful, and most, I need to say, coveted subject in this world. There is, except languages, there is no subject which doesn't involve itself in mathematics. There is no subject in this world which doesn't involve with mathematics except the languages. Except the languages. Almost every subject will interfere with maths. Understood? And when you are having a very low attitude towards maths, you are going to be low down. Okay? So take care, take profound interest and get into the third section today. We are going to deal with the third section, the important section. Okay? Come on, start. Tell me that first question. Section 3, paper 1, MP1, section 3. MP1, section 3. MT1 section 3. Come on, tell me. 14a. Ah, cos alpha plus cos alpha by ah ah and cos alpha ah ah so that ah cos square alpha is equal what? M. That's all. M square n square I think so. M square n square. Okay. So cos alpha by cos beta is equal m. M is given. Cos alpha by sin beta is equal n. N value is given. M value is given. N value is given. So we can take directly the right hand side. And what did I teach you in the previous class? I said whenever squares are appearing on the question paper, you should go to the identities करके मैं बोला आपसे. Almost every time, almost means not every time, but almost every time when squares appear on the board or squares appear in the question paper, you have to directly your mind has to wander towards the identities. You have to wander towards the and you have to understand which identity you have to use over there. Okay. So here we are involved with cos and sin. So the first identity. What is that first identity? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal 1. Is it? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal 1. Right? So we are going to use that identity here. Why? See, in the answers I am having squares. So definitely understood that we have to use the identity. Which identity? Related identity. A identity use cheyala. Here we are having sin and cos, and if you are trying to apply secant tan, you are a fool, no? You are the most wonderful fool, is it? Wonderful but fool. Okay, understood now? You have to use related identities. Definitely you have to use the related. So with that we can start this problem now. Before starting a problem, you have to tune your mind to the problem. Before starting a problem, before starting to write a problem or solve a problem, you have to tune your mind to the problem. What is that is? I'm tuning it now. What I'm doing now? I'm tuning your mind. Tune करना. रेडियो में भी अपन वॉल्यूम का चैनल सिलेक्शन का नॉब रहता, टीवी में भी रहता, ट्यून करना जब भी तो चैनल आता. मनमानी क्या की देख तुम बोलते नहीं. We can select our desired channels. Is it? 221 select कर सकते, 235 select कर सकते, and we know what we are selecting. अपन को मालूम है अपन क्या देखने वाले हैं. स्पोर्ट्स देखने वाले हैं, सीरियल्स देखने वाले हैं. We know it. Okay. You have to tune it. You have to tune our TV set like that. You have to tune your mind towards the problem. You have to tune your mind to the problem. Tune karna. So what I told just now is I tuned your mind to the formula. I tuned it. I told you you have to use the identity sin square theta plus cos theta. With that we can start the problem and end it also. You have an idea now. You have a general. When we start in the right way, we are going to end in a proper way. Exactly, we are going to end in a desired way. Starting correct. It has to be correct. The starting सीधा रहना. Starting has to be most spot on. Then the ending will be correct. Don't worry whether you will get the answer or no. Go on step wise procedure apply. From first step, the second step, third step. Keep on applying your brain, tuning your mind. Okay, and you will reach to the conclusion. You will reach to the conclusion means that is RHS or LHS, anything. Okay. Now we are going to take the LHS. We are going to take the LHS. What is the LHS? M square plus N square. Is it visible? Into cos square alpha. Is it? M square plus N square into cos square alpha is equal. Now, is it okay? All are here or somewhere? All are here. Here means where? On the board. Here means not Patinagar, not uh, uh, some tutorial, some sensor, nothing. You are in front of the board and you are on the board. Is it? You are on the board. Total 100% concentration. Now, what is M? Cos alpha by cos beta. So, in place of M, cos alpha by cos cos beta square, is it, plus cos alpha by sin beta square, okay, into cos square alpha into first step is understood. Nothing. In place of m we use the given value of m. In place of n we have written the given value of n. That's all. What is hard in this? Nothing. Nothing. Mathematics is not hard. Okay. Unless you make it hard. Okay. Unless you make it hard, it is not hard. It's very easy. Now completing the squares. Completing the squares. Cos alpha ni square చేస్తే cos square alpha by cos beta को square करे तो cos square beta plus same likewise cos square alpha by sin square beta. The brackets are opened, so no brackets again. Why these brackets? To complete the square. Once the square is completed, the brackets will disappear, but yet the bracket will remain. Why? Means outside we are having cos square alpha. If that cos square alpha is not there outside, again this bracket will also disappear. This bracket, why this square bracket has come? Tell me. Because of into cos square alpha. Okay? Into cos square. Mathematics is a stepwise procedure. No one can get the total summary at once. It has to go stepwise. It has to go step after step, step after step. No one can ever do it totally. No one can ever understand it totally. It has to be a stepwise procedure. Now, what I can do? Tell me. Anything is common there over there? Numerator or denominator? Anything you can see common? Yes, I can see cos square alpha. I can see. So I'm going to take common now. So cos square alpha 1 by cos square beta. After taking cos square alpha, we have the identity 1 plus cos square alpha is taken, we have 1 by sin square beta into cos square alpha. Understood? From this step to this, from this to this, from this to this. It is called stepwise procedure. Now what? When we get plus and plus or and by is involved, we have to do the LCM. We have to complete the LCM. So cos square alpha, LCM is cos square beta sin square beta, right? Sin square beta comes here plus cos square beta into cos square alpha. Everyone know how to take the LCM, no? Need not tell that now. That is 7th class people's choice. How to do the LCM? You are 10th class, no? You know how to do the LCM. Now sin square plus cos square is 1. I told you no already. We have to use the identity. Did I tell you? You have to use the identity. So cos square alpha 1 by cos square beta into sin square beta, okay, into cos square alpha, right? Understood? Now multiply cos square alpha into 1, cos square alpha. I'm going here. Cos square alpha into 1, cos square alpha. फिर अवतला again cos square alpha, again cos square beta into sin square beta, right? Now write this as whole square. Write this as whole square. Cos square alpha, no, cos alpha by cos beta square, is it? Square into cos square cos alpha by sin beta square. Now cos alpha by cos beta means you can see it is m. You can see it is so cos alpha by cos beta becomes m. M into square is m square into this is n square. We reach the RHS. We got the RHS. Did we get the RHS? Yes. Started from the LHS and ended with the RHS. So easy. So easy. If you understand step wise. Any problem for you? Did you understand this? Come on, take it down. The angle of elevation top of a tower from 2 points. Ah, ah, 4 meters and 9 meters from the base. Kada? Hmm. Base of the tower are in the same line, that everyone knows, are angles turning, are complementary. Hmm. Find the here. The jerk is not giving the angles directly and saying that the angles are complementary. Okay, not giving the angles directly. Hitherto, in all the questions, we have seen that the angles are given as 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 45 degrees. Okay, like that, the angles are given. But here he is not giving the angles. He is giving a jerk. And what is that jerk? The angles are complementary. What does it mean? Angles are complementary. Two angles, the angle of elevation and the angle of top of a tower from 2 points. So two angles. Angle of elevation of top of a tower from 2 points. So we'll have two angles. Is it? What are complementary angles? The sum of the angles are 90 degrees. The sum of the angle is complementary angles means both of the angles together will sum up to 90 degrees. Will sum up to उसका sum 90 degrees रहेगा. दो एंगल का sum 90. Don't say 45 and 45. Don't say 45 and 45. If one angle is 10, the other would be 80. If one angle is 10, the other would be 80 means 90 minus 10. One angle is 10, the other is 80. 80 means 90 minus 10. 90 minus 10 is 80, no? So if one angle is theta, what is the second angle? 90 minus theta. Once again, if one angle is 10, the other would be 80. 80 plus 10 is 90. Complementary angles, correct? Understood, no? Complementary angles means sum is 90 degrees, right? Sum 90 degrees आना. So एक एंगल 10 रही है तो the both the acute angles रहेंगे. They are going to be acute angles below 90. Okay. So one is 10, the other would be naturally be 80. And what is 80? 80 is nothing but 90 minus 10. Miss X, you have to listen properly. Don't put your head that side and this side. Don't put your head up and top and bottom. Direct on the board only it has to be. Otherwise you'll go. Last chance. Last chance to evolve yourself. Miss X. Miss X. You are missing out, Miss X. Miss X. You are missing out. When you are seeing that side, this side, above and bottom, no, what you are doing is you are losing out. What did I tell just now? Will she say? No. She will not say. Concentration not there. If one angle is 10 degrees, the other is 80 degrees. If one angle is 10 degrees, other is 80 degrees. And what is 80? 90 minus 10. So if one angle is theta, the other would be 90 minus theta. Now with this foundation, we are going to draw the, we have to change the given statement into a triangle, a right angle triangle or two right angle triangles. Okay. Understand? You have to change it into trigonometry. Trigonometry means what? Triangles. Which triangles? Right angle triangles. Why means your course is subjected only to right angle triangles. Okay? Understand? So now how to start the diagram? Related diagram. Related diagram. We have to draw the horizontal. We have to draw the starting point of the diagram is we have to draw the horizontal representing the ground. The horizontal represents the ground. Okay. Or where the object is standing. Or where the object is standing. Right. So horizontal is done. And now we are having a tower. We are having a tower. And there are 2 points. One is at 4 meters. Right. The other point is at 9 meters. Right. Other point is at 9 meters. Right. And from here the person is observing the top of the tower. He is observing the so this is the line of observation. LOO, line of observation. This is the object. This is the horizontal. This is what? Line of observation. Line of observation. In which direction his eyesight is going. That is called the line of observation. Do you know that word actually? What is that line called? Most of the students in this state may not know what is that line now. It is the line of observation. It's the line of, again, second time is observing from another point. That is 9 meters away from the base. Okay. From there he is seeing it at an angle, some angle. Okay. Now earlier we have discussed about complementary angles. If one angle is theta, the other would be 90 minus theta. Got it? Because we know the foundation, we understood the what is complementary angles, we are able to provide the angles of elevation. We are able to provide the angles of elevation. If one is theta, the other would be 90 minus theta. Now we have to give the some names to these vertices. Okay. A, B, C is the first triangle and A, B, D is the second triangle. Now what is asking us? What is asking us? Find the height of the tower. Let the height of the tower be h. Let the height of the tower be, let it be h. Okay. Now starting the problem. In triangle ABC, we have to use sine or cos or tan. Which of the three ratios we have to use? Is it sine or cos or tan? The angle and related sides we have to use. We are not concerned with the hypotenuse. No marking over here. Here we are having a marking called H. Here we are having the marking called marking. We marked it as 4M. We marked AB as H. We marked BC as, so for related to these angles, that side becomes the opposite side and this side becomes the adjacent side. And you know that ratio, related ratio. Tan theta is equal opposite side to adjacent side. Opposite side to adjacent side, right? So in triangle ABC, why did we get two triangles over here, Miss Y? Why we got two triangles, Master Z? Z and zero kadu. Why did we get two triangles over here? Why not one triangle? Because there are two unknowns. What are those two unknowns, Miss Uzma? You? What are those two unknowns? You are not having eyes, huh? H and theta. H and you can't see, huh? When did you become blind? You can't see, huh? What are the unknowns over here? Huh? You can't see. What are the unknowns? Some response has to be. That's why the teacher, for that the teacher to be encouraged. Huh? No response. It means he is teaching the dead people. Huh? What are the unknowns over here? H and, so shall we get two equations? Two unknowns? Two equations. Solving them, we get the desired uh, desired thing. That is the height of the tower. Now come on. In triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, tan theta is equal AB by BC. AB by, नहीं आता करके एक आदमी बोलता, फॉर्मूला दे के 3 महीना हो रहा, पढ़ता नहीं और बोलता कि ये किधर से आया. अब वो नहीं बोल सकता. पर we can't tell all that in this time of our careers. Okay, another 1 month we are going to take the big exam. Okay, now we can't be saying that how this formula came. Okay, now tan theta is equal AB by BC. Tan theta is equal AB ante H by BC ante 4. Right? Equation 1. Next, in triangle ABD. In triangle ABD. Okay, tell me again. Tan 90 minus theta is equal AB by BD. AB by BD. Okay, come on. Tan theta, tan 90 minus theta, we know that it is cot theta. We know, no. Sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. Cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. All that we know already. So tan 90 minus theta is nothing but cot theta is equal AB. AB how much? H by BD 9. If you want to get tan theta, you have to inverse it. If you want to get tan theta, you have to inverse it. So now from this, tan theta would be inverse of cot theta. Tan theta is inverse of cot theta. Do you know it? Everyone know, no? Tan theta is inverse of cot theta. So inverse of cot theta means cot theta is h by 9. What is the inverse of cot theta? 9 by h. That is the most important step in this problem. What is tan theta? It is inverse of cot theta. Inverse of cot theta. No? And what is cot theta? H by 9. What is the inverse? 9 by H. From these two equations, we can see something. The left hand sides are equal. The left hand sides are, so automatically the right hand sides would be equal. Understood? From 1 and 2, what is the condition? LHS are equal, so RHS are equal. From 1 and 2, LHS are equal, so RHS would be equal. Another important event. LHS are equal, so automatically RHS would be equal. What is the RHS over there? Implies H by 4 is equal 9 by H is equal, cross multiplying implies H square is equal, H square is equal 36. H is equal root of 36. That is plus or minus 6. Plus or minus, but minus is not applicable to heights. Minus cannot be applicable to heights. Mass length time cannot be taken negative. Okay? Mass length time cannot be taken negative. So we have to elude minus 6. So what is the height of the tower? Plus 6. The height of the tower is plus 6 meters. The height of the tower is plus 6 meters. Right? H is equal 6 meters. Right? Contains, start. A bag contains some square cards. In a bag we are having square cards, paper cards. Okay. A prime number between 1 and 100. A prime number between 1 and 100. A prime number between a prime number between 1 and 100 has been written on each card. Has been written on each card. Has been written on each card. What is the probability of getting a card whose sum of digits of prime number written on it is 8? The sum of digits should be 8. Sum of digits. What are the digits? Units place, tens place. No hundreds place, no. Below 100, no. Below 100 means it is only units and tens. Units and tens. Unit 10 ni kalpte enta ravala? 8 ravala. We have to get 8. Unit place को या और 10 place को मिलाए तो कितना आना? Sum of digits should be 8. This is the point. Sum of digits on the card. Sum of digits of what? The prime number. On each card, what is written? Prime numbers. What prime numbers? Between 1 and 100. Which prime numbers are written? Between. And what is a prime number? It does not have any other factor except itself. It does not have any other factor except itself. Is called a prime number. A prime number is a number which does not have any other factors except itself. Okay. So those are called prime numbers. Those are called primes. What are primes? Numbers that don't have any other factor except themselves. Okay. So now first we have to write down the primes between 1 and 100. You can see on this board I have already written the primes between 1 and 100 are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. You can see all these are primes. How many primes? If we count, we are getting 25 primes. Now favorable outcomes are what? Sum of digits should be 8. So you have to see 1 plus 1, 2. No. 1 plus 7 is 8. 1 plus 7 is? Again you have to see where you will get 8. See all along. 5 plus 3 is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. 7 plus 1 is 8. 7 plus 1 is? And no more. No more. Sum of digits should be 8. Digits means what? Units place and tens place. యాడ్ करे तो कितना 8 आना 8 రావాలి యాడ్ చేస్తే. Okay, when you eating food is also involved in work. Eating food is also involved in work. Mind work and mind work and physical work. What is that mind work? When you are eating food, what is that mind work? అన్నంని ఖానాకు దాల్ సే మిలానా, ఖానాకు సాలన్ సే మిలానా అని నీ మైండ్ చెప్తుంది. ఒట్టిగానే అన్నం వేరే సాలన్ వేరే పప్పు వేరే తిని నేను తినేసిన కదా మూడు అంటే కుదరదు. ఆర్ యూ గోయింగ్ టు ఈట్ రైస్ సెపరేట్, curry separate and dal separate? No, you are going to mix them. You have to mix them for the taste in your mouth. You have to mix them. So that is the mind work, and you have to mix it. You have to mix it. That is the physical work, and you have to take it from your plate into your mouth. That is the physical work. Eating food also involves mind and physical works. So when you are doing mathematics, what are you have to do? Your mind has to be working and physically you have to be writing. Your mind has to be performing, giving what? Mind shall give what? It has to be making decisions for you. The mind will have, we have read in biology, no? Giving decisions, making decisions. The mind will make decisions which you have to follow. Okay, and then you have to keep on writing. Okay, so these are all the prime numbers between 1 and 100. How many? 25. And the desired one is, favorable outcomes are, the sum of digits should be 8, and I have rounded them up. 1 plus 7, 8. 5 plus 3, 8. 7 plus 1, 8. We are having 3 favorable outcomes. Okay, so like 4-step program. Let the event of getting sum of digits equal 8 be E. Be E. Okay, E అని అనుకుంటాం. ఆ ఈవెంట్ ని E అనుకుంటాం. We are calling that event E. Which event? Of getting sum of digits 8 is E. Okay, sum of digits 8 on the cards. Okay, now favorable outcomes. Favorable outcomes to E is equal, how many? 1, 2, 3. Favorable outcomes are 3. Total possible outcomes, total possible outcomes is equal 25. Is it? Total possible outcomes are 25. Now what is the probability? Probability of E is equal, second by third step. Favorable outcomes by favorable outcomes by total possible outcomes. That is, probability of E is equal 3 by 25. And you know that while getting the result in a probability question, the numerator should be less than the denominator always. Less or equal. less, or in sure event it will be equal. It will be, the numerator will be equal to denominator. In unsure event, the numerator will be 0. The numerator will be 0. So always the numerator has to be 0. It has to be 1. It has to be equal to the denominator or less than the denominator. What are the probabilities of numerator? It should be 0. It should be 0. It should be less than the denominator, or it should be equal to the denominator. It should be 0. This is the main point. What I am speaking is the main point, not written on the board, but this is the main, I mean to say, knowledge of probability. Okay. How much the numerator should be? It should be 0. It can be less than the denominator. It can be less than the, it can be equal to the denominator. Here we are seeing the second type. Second type, the numerator is less than the denominator. Why? Means probability is always between 0 and 1 and equal to 1. Probability is always between 0 and 1 and also equal to 1, and also equal to, not only between but equal to 1. Sure event. In sure event the probability is 1. Okay. Got it? Got this problem? Right.